5. Share screen, desktop 2. Cool. Well, it's 5:30, and I don't plan on holding you here late. Like I said just a moment ago before we started live streaming, this will probably be the shortest lecture you've ever been in for a class, because I am all about doing and not about just sitting there and talking all day and everybody just zoning out, because it's exactly what I would do as a student. So my name's Irvin. I teach cybersecurity at Cabrillo. Cybersecurity is my forte. Absolutely love it. And I hope that in this class it will fire you up to become cybersecurity professionals and stop the continuing tsunami of attacks that are happening around the world. The entire class is on Canvas with everything visible, so you can see the entire thing and how it's broken out. The book that we're using, this one, is not necessarily required. You can get it if you want, but I would not tell you that you have to absolutely get it. I put all the relevant information and stuff in Canvas, so if you have to, if you're in a situation where you have to pick and choose, well, you don't have to get this book. You will be perfectly fine. This second book is an awesome little handbook. It's a great reference resource. I think it's a book that you will find that'll come in handy as you do a bunch of labs, as you do a bunch of stuff. Again, it is not absolutely required for you to get it, but let me tell you, I have it on my bookshelf, and I have referred to it a number of times to help me in various projects. We will be playing the National Cyber League. It is $35, and that is a requirement. So again, if you had to pick like what you need to spend on, then I would say to sign up for NCL and also for TryHackMe. We are going to be using TryHackMe a lot in this course because this is a very hands-on course. And speaking of, I'll make a point of this. My teaching philosophy is I am not your standard teacher. I was not trained in the ways of being a teacher. I do not have that formal training. I am coming at this from the cybersecurity professional perspective of I'm here to train you to become a cybersecurity professional. So the class will be tough. The class does have a lot of hands-on work because it's all about getting you ready for the real world. Not to live in the land of theory, not to live in the land of just me doing demonstrations all day and you just watching me and getting bored that you're just watching me. I'm putting you behind the wheel, getting you ready so that when you start to do work, when you start implementing these things, you know what you're doing because you've actually done it before. So, fair warning. This is not your typical college class. This is definitely prepping you for the real world. We are going to use Discord a lot. If you don't have Discord already, please make an account and join the server. That is where you will be working together. Yes, there is some holding hands. and you will be working together. And that is the environment to do it in. That's where when you get stuck on something, you ask for help and everybody works together, including myself. It is the fastest way to get to me is Discord. Email is slow because I get inundated with emails all the time. So if you send me something by email, I may not catch it. I may end up catching it later. But through Discord, I see it instantly. And unless it's like late at night or on the weekend, I'll be a little slower to respond. But nonetheless, I catch it. I catch it on Discord pretty quick. Ideally, yes, you should set your real name, at least your first name, so we know who's who. This class also assumes you already have a knowledge in Linux and you have some fundamental cybersecurity knowledge, like my CIS 75 class or anything security plus related, because this class builds on that information. So simply the way the class works is just like any of my other classes. You have, there's modules with stuff to do. The first couple of weeks we're actually working on these items. And then from then on we'll have some chapters to go through, some stuff to do, some labs and whatnot. A running rule of all my classes is the due dates and the due until dates. So let me pick a item from module 1. Let's say this one. You see the due date of September 12th, and you see the due until date of December 7th. What this means is when and if life happens, I am not going to penalize you for late work. Because I understand life happens. So let's say you fall behind on this September 12th due date. Get it in when you can. As long as it's before December 7th, you will be able to submit without any penalty. Same with, let's say, Module 4, Assignment 3. It's due October 3rd. If life happens, when life happens, don't fret. Don't worry. Don't stress over this class. Go handle whatever you need to handle and come back and submit. Again, you have until December 7th to submit all your work. All your work for grading. Once December 7th, 11:59 hits, nothing is accepted. So it's one big cutoff. You have the full 16 weeks to submit everything. Because again, I get life happens. I get it. I'm not going to penalize you because life happened. "16 weeks is short, but that's the length of our class." Any questions about the class structure? Mention CIS 75. Yes. I would say it is important for this class. And I'll show you. In this first module, you have 3 weeks to complete everything within it. What does that mean? That means in the next 3 weeks, you will set up your cloud infrastructure, which, by the way, I am waiting on Google to give me the GCP codes. You are not expected at all to pay for any GCP usage. So not only in the next 3 weeks do you need to set up your Google Cloud infrastructure, you'll need to go through Kali Linux Revealed, Metasploit Unleashed, Splunk Fundamentals, and the Shodan book. So, for example, in Kali Linux Revealed, there are these chapters that you'll need to read through and do, and you'll show proof that you completed it. Then you'll go to Metasploit Unleashed and do the same thing. You have all of these modules to go through. You show proof that you completed it. You'll go here. I will give you, I'll let you know when your accounts are created into Splunkwork Plus. So don't worry about this just yet. But when I let you know on Discord that, hey, your account is ready, you'll sign in and you'll go through Fundamentals 1 and Fundamentals 2. And then there's also the Shodan book, the complete guide to Shodan on how to use it. And again, you show proof that you used Shodan, you were able to find stuff with it, that kind of thing. So it'll be on you to set up everything you need on the cloud and be able to get through these things. Right now I have Tenable University hidden. Normally it is something that I would add. I'm currently working with Tenable on their Nessus course to see if they will give us a free login, because they want to charge like $160 for it, and I said no. Nessus is free to begin with, and no. No. So right now it's hidden, so don't worry about it. Again, when I get an answer from Tenable, then I'll let you know on Discord, otherwise it'll just stay hidden. That is the work that you have before you for the next 3 weeks, is getting through this content, the Kali Linux Revealed, Metasploit Unleashed, Splunk Fundamentals 1 and 2, and Shodan, along with creating your cloud infrastructure and showing proof that you completed it all. When you have done all that, in 3 weeks' time, then we will move on to Module 2. I would strongly suggest using the cloud for 2 reasons. Number one, because it is in the cloud, so if your local machine dies for whatever reason, because that is a possibility, things stay in the cloud. And number 2, you don't have to manage it, because you just use your browser to get on and do what you need and turn it off when you're done, and it's outside of your system, so it gives you that protection. It also is very fast to deploy. I mean, creating a virtual machine in the cloud takes a minute or so, instead of going through the process of adding an ISO and waiting the 20 or so minutes for it to install. No blinking lights though, but that's where we're at right now. Is a lot of companies have moved to the cloud, so I want you guys to be familiar with it, to use it and be comfortable, because that's what you'll face a lot. So might as well knock 2 birds with 1 stone and get you on the cloud and using the same cloud infrastructure, so that you're ready for the real world. Again, this class, like all my classes, are very much geared to that point of going to work with this stuff. of deploying and implementing this content in the real world. I definitely recommend 75. 76, this class, plays as the offense, and 75 is the fundamental, so it goes right before this. And hopefully, if the college gets their act together, I can do the defense class, the sister to this class, so you could do both offense and defense. And because everything's already published, you can take a look at the other modules and see the work ahead and make a determination for yourself if it's too much and you want to come back to it later, or if you feel that you can continue it. I mean, this is what Discord is there for, is to ask for help, is to collaborate with each other. I don't have a problem of you attending both classes and doing them simultaneously. You'll see topics in both, since one does build on the other. And we're all here to help each other. Yes, there are seats available in 75 if you wish to jump in on that course. So for the next 3 weeks, we will be checking in on Discord. So next week and the week after, we're not going to do this live stream. It'll just be communicating via Discord to see where you're at, how you're doing, any questions, anywhere that you're stuck, that kind of thing. So any questions on the class and our work ahead? Because any Discord issues we'll resolve after this. You know about the due dates? This Module 1 assignment. Please get this in by this date. This is how I'm going to do the whole census thing, because I have to say who is active and who isn't active in the course. Now, I know that's hanging on getting GCP credit. That should arrive by the end of this week. It's just proof of proof that you're active in the course. The defensive class will I think is supposed to be CIS 78. And that will be aiming towards the CompTIA CYSA Plus. This class is designed to prepare you for the Pentest Plus. CYSA will hopefully go out in spring of 22. So next semester. So for now, we have the fundamentals, 75, that happens tomorrow at 2:15. And we have this class that's all offensive. So any questions on the tasks at hand, the course layout?
To be computer security.
I'm sorry, you broke up in your question.
CIS 75 is computer security.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Thank you.
it's Security Plus. Yeah, every college has a weird naming scheme for things. It's all that's all bureaucracy stuff. But it 70 think of 75 as the prep for Security Plus, and 76 as the prep for Pen Test Plus. And then pending the college gets through their bureaucracy, 78 will be CYSA Plus. So you'll have fundamentals, offense, and defense. You're welcome. I know the whole naming convention is weird, but that's just true of every college. They all have weird naming conventions. But yeah, 75 is the beginning. 76 is offense. 78, hopefully, will be defense.